Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. Can you hear me, Freddie Blatton?
I think we got you, big dog.
Let's go. It takes a while. It takes a while, but the microphone is working, and I'm super duper excited for this Friday edition of First Sip. First Sip, get your mind right. We've done it 400 days in a row. Freddie, how you feeling on this Friday morning?
I feel amazing.
That's what we want. That's the energy that we want. And we're actually live this Friday. We're live. We're cooking on LinkedIn. Last Friday, we had some technical difficulties, but hey, ever forward. Beautiful people in the comments. Look at this. Antarctic Mike, first sip. Let's go.
You know what he wants?
What?
He wants one.
He wants the big Freddie Blanton. Let's go. I believe so.
Think he does. You ready?
Let's get it.
First sip. Let's go.
That's the call of the wall, baby. Oh yeah. If that doesn't get you fired up and ready for the day, there's a problem. Go to the doctor. Hey, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, there's Joe. Big Shorno. And look at here, there's Jacob. Good morning, my positive friends. Let's get it. Let's go. Jacob, I love it when you're on the bus, my friend. And there's Paul Papp. Drop it like it's hot. Fred, do you know how to drop it like it's hot?
I have grabbed some things before that I did drop because it was hot. I don't think that's what the song is referencing, but that's what happened to me.
Absolutely. I've done the same. And yes, the legend of Average Dude. It continues. The man in blue, the blue and the black, the tie is back. Hey, there's Nadja. Hey, been wondering where she was. There she is. Great to have you back on the bus. There's Trent McJunkin. Well, I tell you what, that Trent's doing some things, Freddie Blanton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Next level.
Hey, he loves the let's go, and I do too. Fred, I was worried this morning that you weren't going to show up. We've got two amazing guests backstage. We're going to be talking sales this morning, and I was afraid that you weren't coming on the show, that I misunderstood you.
All right, let me set the stage for the people watching. We were literally on the phone. And I said, I have to get to my house and get set up. And 2 minutes later, he sent me a text. Are you okay, boss? I just told you what I was doing.
I had two fantastic people that I've got to have a conversation with. I need my partner in crime. I need my co-host. And so I'm very glad that you made it. So, hey, how long have you been in sales at Bobcat?
22 years.
Do you like it there?
Yes.
What's so great about sales?
You know, I love the action of sales. I love the negotiating, the win, the close, the delivery, the happiness on my customer's face when I'm pulling up with that beautiful piece of white equipment on my trailer and everything they dreamt of as a young man in the sandbox has come true.
Dream maker, a dream creator. And we were talking about, a lot of times it's everybody's in sales. It's a good thing to be in sales, whether you're playing ball and you're getting in good with your coach, or you're getting in good with the cashier, you're getting whatever you're doing. Working well with people is a good idea, isn't it?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, hey, let's talk to some real sales pro. Good morning, Dickie Watts. Glad you made it in time. You're not too late. We're introducing the guest now. First guest, a returning guest. She's been on before. Megan Brown, Southern Landscaping and Networking Pro. She's led client relationships and grown partnerships in the industry, and now drives business development in tree care and full landscape design. Coffee fueled, relationship first approach, making outdoor spaces shine with real human connection. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Brown.
Hey y'all, how are you?
Hey,
Thank
y'all.
you. Yeah, the accent don't lie, does it? I'm actually from Anderson, so I'm up from where y'all are from.
That's right. That you and Daniel sound the same.
You know, I don't think I sound Southern at all until people look at me with their eyes crossed and they're like, "Ma'am."
Where are you from?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm in Charleston now, and people from here are like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Stop saying it like that. It's rude." But like South Carolina, it's fine.
Hey, I've got a question. My first question before we invite our final guest into the studio. How long have you been in sales, Megan Brown?
Let's see, since I was 18 and I'll be 36 next month, so a
Woo!
long time.
Wow.
Probably even before that, but my first sales, like real sales position was a gym that I ran and did some of their like membership signing up and things like that. And then I was in cell phones and I've done monster.com and now I'm in landscaping. So I've done a little bit of everything.
I love it. And would you agree when people say that everybody is in sales? Do you think that's true, that we're all in sales, even if we're not in a position as a sales rep?
Absolutely. I have children, and my 12-year-old, I specifically have been telling him since he was born, you got to learn to make your case. And if you can't do that, you're not going to get what you want in life. So he would pitch a fit about something, and I'd go, okay, well, when you calm down, make your case. And if you can't do that, guess we're not going to get ice cream. Not sure what to tell you. I want that skill to be built.
Yeah. I think my
Absolutely.
15-year-old picked up on that because me and my wife think he's destined to be a lawyer.
Oh, he loves to
Yeah.
argue. He
I've
loves
missed my calling on that too. I feel you.
Well, hey, let's see. Let's add another. You know what I love to do is take a topic. Today we're talking sales and then get diverse perspectives. So of course
Love
we
it.
have someone from Charleston, South Carolina, but now let's go up to New York. Joe Fontana, the Ted Lasso of sales, over 30 years building and coaching high performing sales teams, thousands of reps that he's coached, all about belief first, dad joke energy, authenticity over scripts, and coaching from the heart before tactics. Welcome, Joe, to the stage.
Yo, Joey!
Hey, I only hope I could do as well as your host last week. That guy was amazing.
Hey, we're so happy to have
That
you
guy was
back.
good.
We're so happy to have some commenters that are actually live with us. Joe, you're up in New York. You've been in sales for a long time. Tell us, is everybody in sales? Tell us, why do you love sales?
I heard your remark earlier. So nothing makes a northerner feel like a northerner than to listen to your accent. And nothing gives a New York accent away like being around you guys. So I'm going to do the rest of this podcast with a southern accent.
There you go.
Um,
That's gonna be quite the stretch.
It was a good one. You heard it last week. It wasn't totally silly. Maybe a little dumb, but it wasn't totally silly. That being
I think
said,
that's more Alabama versus South.
oh, excuse me, Freddie Bobcat, making
Oh,
dreams
I love
come
that.
true. That being said,
You don't sound like that, do we?
I got into sales because of the money. I got into
You
sales.
can make money in sales?
Yeah, some of us do. Those of us that don't take orders for Bobcats do.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, what I thought we would do today is bring up some things, get y'all's opinion on them. Me and Fred were kind of talking about sales, and we have these diverse perspectives, but maybe we agree on things, maybe we don't. But the first thing that I wanted to bring up is sales trainers. Sales trainers. Joe's been training salespeople for a long time. There's sales trainers on the internet, there's social media, Grant Cardone and a lot of those types of folks. So I'm going to ask Megan first. Sales trainers, do they work? What's your experience with sales training?
Yes, they do work. It depends on the person and the personalities you're training, but I've been in sales for a long time, and oftentimes I'm the person they call in to train everyone. So when I took over, when I went to US Lawns, we had sales training calls for nationwide. And every week jumped on these calls, and I was the only one talking. It was typically just the host, the person from our corporate office, and no one was responding. No one was engaged, nothing. So I immediately was like, you should just let me do this, right? Like, I'll
There you
take
go.
it over. We'll get it. And they told me no for about 3 months. And then I was on vacation and I jumped on our sales call, and I was the only one that jumped on that week. And I was like, all right, this would be a great opportunity to talk about you letting me do this. And they finally let me take over for a year, and everyone loved it. We were engaged. We were on video. We were doing a lot more. But I'm that person. So I had owners calling me, because we were franchised, from all over the country, asking me to mentor and sales train the people they were hiring. And it was awesome. I think sales training works. I don't do it as a career. I just do it as a hobby, I guess, or a volunteer opportunity, because I appreciate being asked. But yeah,
Love that.
people need help. They need coaching. A lot of people don't know what to do. And there's a lot of micromanagement that happens in sales sometimes. So you have to be either really strong in your ability to like negate what you're being told to do when you know it's not the right thing or it's not working. And people don't have that backbone on their own a lot. So you have to be able to say, listen, you can respectfully say, I'm sorry, but this isn't working. We need to try something different. And this is what I want to try. And I'm going to need you to let me do it.
Love
You hit
that.
a couple of great points about sales trainers. If you're looking for a sales trainer or a sales coach, find somebody that's doing the work right now.
Yes.
You don't look for a sales coach. Don't look for a trainer. That should not be what you Google or you ask AI to help you with in your search. You should say, show me the guys that are doing what I do at an elite level.
Right.
And then reach out to those individuals and say, hey, what does coaching me look like? What does training my team look like? Those are the
Absolutely.
people you want helping you.
Absolutely.
Brad?
I agree with you 100%. And I will say that one of the reasons that we got feedback that nobody was engaged before is because the sales trainers, while they were lovely people, hadn't been in sales for a long time. They had been in corporate offices doing training for a long time, and they had no idea how to battle COVID in sales. They had no idea what was coming and how to fix all of these problems because they weren't in it every day. So
This isn't baseball or football where if you can't do, you coach.
right.
In sales, you need to have cracked the code. You
Right.
need to have done it well. You need to have done it consistently and over time.
And still be doing it every day, because
and
if you're
still be
not,
doing
you
it
get
every day.
out of touch so fast.
And a lot of coaches today, they're, you mentioned Grant Cardone.
Fred, what do you
I wouldn't
think?
follow that guy into my front door when it came to sales coaching.
You did what now?
Fred, what do you think? What do you think about these sales trainers?
Well, I just wanted to talk about it because you see, it's all these influencers now. Have they done what we're trying to do? Hey, I know you can wear short shorts and you have killer abs and you cold plunge and you fly on private jets. Maybe they're yours, maybe they're not. But can you help me do what I do?
Can you help me do what I do? Or are you painting a big dream to make me kind of envious or maybe get attention? Is it a marketing play? Wait, Joe, tell me about the reps that respond to your type of training. What's your methodology? Meg, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Well, let's step back a second.
Sure.
I want to address my Bobcat friends.
Okay.
Remark there.
Yeah.
Influencers aren't experts, and experts aren't out there influencing. Experts are out there doing the work. Influencers need to create that aura that they know what they're talking about. So they're out there constantly saying, look what I can fix and look what I can change and look at the impact. The real players, they're out there doing the work. Megan's out there doing the work. People say, hey, I see how you do it. Can you duplicate that at scale with my 5 guys, my 10 guys?
Yep.
Type of people that come to me have done their homework. Typically, they're coming to me asking, can you show me the way? I've never once advertised that I'm a trainer or a coach. I've been a manager and a leader of sales teams, and with that comes training and coaching. Like my experience comes from having done it in the field, have done it 5,000 times over.
Yes.
Well, Kanatsky feels personally attacked.
What's that? Hey, Oh, there it
I
is.
feel personally attacked. So what do I do with that AI generated picture?
Hey, did he have a tux on in that picture? I believe he did.
No, I talk to him daily. That's what he wears to bed.
I love it. I love
Tucks
it.
in, tucks out.
Megan, I want to ask you when you're training these reps, and we may have to segue back. What do you look for in the rep? That is there anything in the rep that's going to tell you if that rep's going to respond to training or be an effective rep?
Yes, and one of the things I will say is the first thing I try to look for is whether or not this rep has the confidence to be able to A, walk in any door and be able to take a yes or a no, and
Mm,
B, if they have the confidence to stand up for what they think is going to work or why, if they have an argument for any reason that they want to do certain things. So I deal with a lot of reps who come in very timid and they're like, I'm new to this or I've been in it a while and it's not going well and my boss is always on my ass about it. Sorry about that. And I need to, I need to figure this out. And they don't want to say it's not working because what you're telling me to do is not going to work. Nobody wants to go to their boss and be like, I understand that you have a plan and we have all of these KPIs, but none of this is working. Can we try something else? And so I try to start there. I'm like, what do you think would work? If this isn't working, where do you think we should go? And then we start working on a plan and I'll tell them like, this is what I've done. This is what's worked for me, may not work for you. And that's one thing I think sales gets really wrong is like, we have a lot of KPIs. We have a lot of, reporting that has to get done. And I understand all of that from a standpoint of like, you need to know your people are working, but we also can't put everybody in the same box. What works for me will not work for other people. Not everybody is going to be as vulnerable as I am and talk about their traumas with clients. And I have clients who text me personally because I do that. And we kind of build this relationship on like hardships or things that we go through with our kids or whatever the case is. And so not everybody will be able to do that, but everybody should be able to sell things. And you just have to figure out how you connect with people. That's the biggest portion of sales. How do you connect with people? What are you looking for? How do you interact with other humans to make this happen?
Man, I love so much in that the courage to walk in the door, Fred. Right? I mean,
Yeah,
so
but
many folks.
courage. And then I despise sales managers, company leaders trying to put each salesperson in the same box.
Me too.
We are not alike. Trust me. So
Oh.
I'm not going to be in the box.
Right.
Know it up front.
I will
Joe,
push all the boundaries.
Joe, you've worked with thousands of teams. Are these players? Are they the same? Do you have to talk to each player differently? Talk about the difference in sellers. Did you hear me?
Joe, can you hear us?
I think I have a double.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
look at
You
this.
jumped off.
I got something I want to pop up right here.
Yeah, please.
It is a question. Boom. From a bus rider.
Oh,
Ooh.
what does no mean to you, Megan? I love that question.
means-
Thank you, Fred.
It means not right now, and I still have work to do.
Not right now. Let's ask, hey, Joe, we've got a question for you, and we're so glad that you're back. For the panel, what does no mean to you?
Next one.
Next what?
Next one.
Next one. Yeah.
one.
The two greatest things in sales are yeses and nos. It's maybes that drive you crazy.
Oh my God, no kidding.
I like that, Joe.
Yes, because they're definitive. Deal's alive, deal's dead. Maybe is they sold me.
So
If
you're
there's
in that
one thing a
mindset.
seller hates is being sold.
I don't like getting sold.
So the maybe
I
is you're sold on the dream, the promise of tomorrow. And you just end up spinning your wheels.
We were talking about the different, I'd love to hear your comment on this. You've worked with a lot of different teams and a lot of different players on those teams. Talk about the differences in salespeople. Maybe you have two successful reps. Could they have totally different approaches or different styles?
Yeah, all the time. They're different people. When you teach to belief, you're getting them to believe in what makes them special as individuals. So what I look for in sellers are universal, regardless of the way they sell. their sex, their demographic, what they're selling, how they sell it. I'm looking for a seller. I use the acronym CARE. Are they coachable? Are they adaptable or accountable? Are they resilient? And do they have just basic emotional intelligence? Do they just have basic empathy? Now, people will say, well, what about this? What about that? And you will find that whatever it is you're thinking at this moment, as I said, those 4 things that make up CARE, they will fit into one of those 4 slots. You give me that in 90 days, and you will have someone who is capable of going out and having the conversations that get them to yes, while experiencing the 100 no's that get you there.
Absolutely.
But what
Meg-
if what if somebody doesn't like me?
You're in sales. Welcome to the game. I'm not here to be liked. Relationship selling is a myth. People don't buy from people they like. They buy from people they trust. That this solution, this service, especially in B2B, and especially when they're large deals, will not result in my termination or the end of my career. That's what they buy.
Agreed.
Nowadays, the buyer comes educated. The buyer has done their research. There are communities that can assist the buyer. There are your own logos on your website that can start a buyer down a path. There's Trustpilot. There's G2. You can't hide from your reputation anymore. And you can't hide from the information a buyer can get to make a decision. Typically nowadays, when your buyer contacts you, they have done 90% of the work. That's why, you need to bring clarity and credibility to these conversations. That's what they want to see. That's what moves the needle. The ability for our co-host to say, hey, I'd love to put you in a Bobcat. You need a John Deere. You're looking for something I can't deliver. Because when it comes that day that they are looking for something that you can deliver, you're the first person they contact.
Megan, what did you
Yes,
hear
sir.
in that talking about building trust? I heard a lot about the human side of it. How did that resonate with you?
Yeah, so I mean, I work in landscaping sales right now, so I will tell you that you can't hide from your reputation, and your reputation in landscaping is going to be based on who shows up to work and how many guys you got on your staff. And unfortunately, that's our biggest downfall is labor. So when you're talking about reputation, I've done a lot of rebuilding our reputation year after year. I've done a lot of really great years where we have a lot of help, and really terrible years the next year. So yeah, you can't hide from that. My verbiage is always this: I don't sell when we can't do the work. If we start getting fired, we pause. If our operations are not tight, I refuse. And I tell them, I'm like, if you don't like it, you can fire me. I say that to my boss all the time. He loves it, I'm sure. But I'm like, if you don't like it, you can fire me. But when our operations are better, I will start selling things. You can't sell things when you're actively being fired. You can't sell things if you think this town is too big for people to be talking, I can assure you it's a lot smaller than you think it is. So everyone is talking about us. Everyone is not going to be happy with this. And I'm not going to be able to sell anything because people do know. So I'm not going to waste my time, and I'm not going to promise people things we can't deliver. Fix our operation. And they love that. It's their favorite thing. And they begrudgingly go and they try to fix the operations. And then once we're better, I'll start selling things again. But that's the answer you get from me, and it's not going to change.
Man, you are from South Carolina.
Woo! Hey, the way you get trusted is by telling the truth. And
Right.
sometimes that's not the thing that we want to hear, especially when we don't have the operations for me to be passionate about the kind of job that we can do for this customer. And
Right.
the reason that I love that so much is that's the exact opposite, Joe, of commission breath. Most of the time, folks are saying just whatever it takes to get that signature, and doing just the opposite of that. Anything come to mind when you guys hear that? What Meg said about building trust.
Listen, if you finagle or connive or lie your way to a yes, there's been movies made about that. Wolf of Wall Street's exactly about that. Let's figure out how to lie and connive, get somebody to say yes. There comes a point you need to deliver. And if you're really focused on relationships, because, well, let me just, instead of saying that, what I meant to say is at this point, here's where the relationship you think you've been building since day one is actually formed. They trust you. Now you have to deliver. And if you don't, you're dead. And if you can't, you're dead. If you've misled it, you're done. Word gets around fast that if you're finagling your way to the yes, it will always catch up and bite you in the ass.
Freddie, if you're selling a used piece of equipment and you've told them that it's a great piece of equipment, they drive it off and they're calling you the next day saying, man, this thing's not working. I'm on the job site. Is that a fun call to get?
It's not, but I can tell you it's happened.
Happens to all of us. That's what separates pros from pretenders.
But we
Here's
have to
what
have-
separates somebody that knows what they're doing. I'll be right there. Give me 15 minutes. Someone will be right there. Someone's about to call you. What do you mean nobody showed up? Guy will be there in 10 minutes. What do you mean it's not working? It's broken. That's how a relationship is formed. That's how it goes from a foundation of trust to a wall of it, and they will follow you into a flame.
I've got one more thing that I want to bring up here. This has been fantastic, y'all. We could probably go for, I know I could talk sales with you guys for a long time, but I want to know what you think about artificial intelligence. Obviously, it's a big topic. Is that something that's actually helping a salesperson? We're talking about human skills. We've been talking about going in, the courage to walk in, connecting on a human level. Artificial intelligence. Have you found a way to leverage that in your business development?
Very minimally on my end. I use it for very minimal options, writing certain things that I can just rephrase and look through, and getting some initial feedback and links that I can trust to go forward and do some research on. But I don't love it. I've always been one that writes my own emails and my own thank you notes and all of those things. So I don't personally buy into AI as the best thing in the entire world. I do think it can give you a framework, but if you are not careful and you don't reread and change things, you're gonna lose your personability. You're gonna lose the ability, and you don't realize that a lot of it is wrong. A lot of AI is incorrect information. It's bad information, and if you just put it out there, you're not doing yourself a lot of good. So I would.
See, I scream that from the mountaintops all the time because I work with people that have AI everywhere in their quote unquote tech stack, in how they find their prospects, to how they talk to their prospects, in the message in which the prospect sees the message. And Megan nailed it, and nailed what I try to bring home to these kids every day. Know what good looks like. Know the soft skill. Know how to compose an email. Know when you should send it, how you should send it. Know how to talk to your prospects. Know how to solve a problem. And then if you're going to incorporate AI or automation in there, you know when it's giving you garbage. So kids today live and breathe by the tool, not knowing what good looks like. They can't tell you who their prospect is. They can't tell you what a prospecting message should look like. So they take what AI gives them at face value and they make it bad for the rest of us.
Right.
I agree. We're automating so much. It's making the calls. It's doing the work. Well, wait a minute. Are we going to automate ourselves out of a job? Right? I mean,
because then you go from artificial intelligence to artificially intelligent.
There you go.
Love that.
If AI is not making you think more critically, then we're probably not using it correct way.
Correctly.
So,
Yeah.
so it shouldn't be letting us, I tell you what, this has been fantastic.
Here's how you have to look at it. If you're looking at something AI has given you and don't know if it's the truth and it's accurate, you still need to learn something.
Yep.
The knowledge gap is on you. You're the human. You need to be able to say with 100% accuracy, I'm looking at the genuine article here. I know this is correct. I know how this will help me. I know where to tweak it. Like Megan said, I'm using it to
And I can back it up.
enhance a human skill set rather than replace it. And there's a generation of sellers out there that think these tools will replace all of these human interactions that they don't need to make anymore. But the joke's on them. There's going to come a point where you need to pick up a phone. You have to have a face-to-face. You have to hop on a Zoom.
That's a good looking mug there, Meg. Don't spill that coffee though.
You got
Hey,
that in your car?
Hey, I did the same thing. I carry this mug around. Let's go.
Mhm.
This is mine today.
Baby. Hey,
Hustle juice.
hey, incredible conversation on sales this morning. Cheers, everybody. So let's have a fantastic day today and have a great one. Thank you so much, Meg, Joe, all the bus riders, Freddie at Bobcat. Give us a final thought on this Friday and close us out, please.
Oh man, well let's just run down here.
Yeah.
If you didn't know this, you can make money in sales, and typically it's not capped.
Oh, someone show me how.
And if you're looking for a sales trainer, you may want to do the research to find somebody who's actually doing the work.
Doing the work.
Build enough confidence to be disliked. You're not there to be liked. You're there to do business.
Woo.
And when you hear the word no, let's just flip it to next. And then AI will never take away the human relationship that creates that average dude frequency that closes the deal.
Hey, I love it. Thank y'all so much. We will see you next week. It's episode 415 in a row. We'll see you then. Let's roll.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.